EVO Japan is right around the corner, and any EVO event is huge when it comes to fighting game announcements, and that is something that you love as much as I do if you click in this video. So we're gonna basically discuss potential big surprises that could happen at EVO Japan, and we're gonna go from the less likely ones, more speculation, so that also you in the comments can let me know which big surprise you think we're gonna get at EVO Japan, and then we're gonna move to the most obvious announcements like system changes or maybe some DLC for ongoing games like Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, and more. So let's actually get into it. And to me, the biggest surprise that could happen at EVO Japan 2025 is basically an announcement for a full new fighting game from ArcSys. ArcSys has not released a new fighting game since 2021 with Guilty Gear Strive, and they have been really successful since basically the release of Dragon Ball Fighterz. They are bigger as a company, they have more money, bigger teams, and they have said publicly that they're working on multiple projects at the same time. So I would personally be very disappointed if the next big thing from ArcSys is the Hunter x Hunter game, okay? It looks cool, but I don't think that is the only thing that they're working on. I do hope that the Hunter x Hunter game does well and it's a good fighting game so that fans from the series can have fun with it, but I personally have bigger hopes for a new game from ArcSys that is different, and I would like it to be a sequel for Dragon Ball Fighterz. Dragon Ball Fighterz is arguably the biggest fighting game that ArcSys has ever released. It was immense, had crazy financial success and a huge player base. It basically united like casual players from other genres of video games into the fighting game genre with the more hardcore audience. So I think that getting a sequel for Dragon Ball Fighterz needs to happen. It was an amazing game. Sadly, the last patch for the game was kind of bad, and I do really hope that this game can get a sequel because I think that it deserves it. It will have amazing graphics, really good gameplay, and this game had basically one of the best mixes of accessibility and low skill floor into deepness and a high skill ceiling when it came to the gameplay. So it would be amazing to get a Dragon Ball Fighterz 2 with maybe a bigger roster, more maps and stages and stuff like that. I think that everyone would like it and no one would be mad about it. So if we get a sequel for Dragon Ball Fighterz, I would personally go crazy. I love the game and we need it. And then the second biggest option that is not really my priority, but I would be happy with it, is to basically get a new entry for BlazBlue. A lot of people want a new BlazBlue. The franchise is kind of like on the dry, nothing is happening, and it is kind of an iconic franchise from ArcSys, so it will also be really good to get a new entry for BlazBlue, maybe a new tech fighting game or a new 101. Anything would be good as long as the franchise comes back, to be honest. And I know that there's a lot of fans of BlazBlue that want a new game, so I would be really happy if it happens also. So that is basically the biggest announcement that I think can happen at EVO Japan, and if we get a new game for ArcSys, it would be really hype. The next big thing that has to happen at EVO Japan 2025, and if it doesn't happen, it is a huge flop from the development team and also the company that's working on the game, is that we need either gameplay trailers or character reveals for Virtua Fighter 6. This is literally the best moment to show more when it comes to Virtua Fighter, not only because EVO Japan is a huge event and we haven't gotten a new trailer for the game in a while, but also because of the bad current state of Tekken 8 Season 2. I've seen Tekken players moving to Fatal Fury, even Main Man was uploading videos and playing like Street Fighter 6 on stream. So like Tekken players are literally in the most open-minded state that they have ever been when it comes to trying other fighting games, and Virtua Fighter at the end of the day is the new direct competitor of Tekken because Tekken is the only 3D fighting game franchise that it is still alive. So we need trailers, either gameplay, character reveals, whatever. Like they just need to show something, and if the dev team for BF and Sega are not prepared for the event with some footage and trailers, they are not doing their job well. We need Virtua Fighter footage, it has to happen, and this game is probably going to be super hyped, so I will be really happy if we see some trailers for it in EVO Japan.
Our message to all fans tonight is loud and clear. Virtua Fighter is finally back.
And then of course we have stuff that is just more likely to happen, and the first one is getting a gameplay trailer for Andy Bogard on Fatal Fury, the first DLC of Season 1. With the timeline of DLC, he should be releasing like relatively soon, and SNK has said publicly that there is going to be like a booth with a version of the game in which Andy is playable. So like we are gonna get a trailer for Andy probably, and I'm super interested for it because Hokutomato has a lot of moves from Andy, so maybe he's gonna get like a rework when it comes to his moveset, and also his visual design in this game is amazing. It's like kind of like the first time in which he looks really cool. So I actually want to play him and try him out, so we have to hope for an Andy trailer. And then we have Capcom and Street Fighter 6, and it's kind of like on a weird spot because we already got everything for Elena, so it's kind of weird. And personally, what I would like to see is just like an announcement for system changes in Season 3. I just really want to see how this game is going to change and develop over time when it comes to the new season, and I don't even care about DLC, to be honest. I just want to see system changes because, as I said on a video that I uploaded on my channel, I think that Street Fighter 6 is a great game, but over time has become kind of stale because the gameplay is kind of like homogenized. The system mechanics are just so dominant that you just play kind of like the same gameplay with every character, and I would like to see changes. I know that what I just said about the game is not 100% true, but that is how I feel about it. You know, when I personally play and experience the game, I kind of get bored lately. So I would like to see system changes for Street Fighter 6. What can happen on Season 3? Maybe drive rush changes, drive impact changes, you know, drive parry, whatever. Just let me see some change for Street Fighter 6 and the future, basically, of this game, because it's going to be here for a long time. And then, of course, we have Tekken 8, arguably the fun game that it is at its worst state since it released. I had a ton of fun with Season 1 of Tekken 8, especially with the patches, because they just changed the game for the better most over time. But the Season 2 patch was just a huge fiasco. The community went crazy, you know, there was like a huge riot about the game. No one likes the patch. They think that it's just a 50-50 casino and that you have to guess every single time that you interact with someone, and it's just not fun, you know. And I've seen, as I said earlier, people that play Tekken and they never play other funny games go to Fatal Fury, Street Fighter 6, and more other games. So I think that one, we need system changes announcements for Tekken 8. Like, if they don't show a new patch, even more changes that try to move the game into a state in which Tekken fans are gonna play it again and have fun, is going to be a huge problem. And at a big event like EVO Japan is basically a good idea to show that they are still committed to the community and the state and future of the game, and that they are going to change it. And then, of course, the other thing that I believe needs to happen is that we need to see a trailer for a new DLC that has to be super hyped. And I personally think that the best option that would make everyone happy is getting Armor King. I think that we need Armor King on Tekken 8, and if we get a mix of a huge patch in which the devs basically move Tekken 8 into a better state and they also release Armor King, I think that it would be enough to put the game again at a better state and make everyone come back. So I would personally love to go back to Tekken 8. I haven't played Tekken 8 in a while because of the last patch and because of Fatal Fury. Of course, I'm having a ton of fun with the new game, but I think that if Tekken 8 does a good patch and we get a good DLC, I would go back. It is still, you know, a game that at its core can be really good. So I hope that we get some announcements for Tekken 8 because the game needs it. And that was basically the video, guys. I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments which announcement are you most excited for, or maybe do you think that there's going to be a new big surprise that I didn't even mention or think about? So let me know in the comments about that big surprise that could happen at EVO Japan 2025. Enjoy the event and see you on the next one, guys. Have an amazing day.